Let the praise be as loud as the disrespect. Jeremy Doku has been absolutely outstanding at the beginning of this season, and I am starting to see the Jeremy Doku that we have all been waiting for in a Manchester City shirt. It is clear for some time he has immense talent. I mean, his ability to beat a man 1v1, even 2v1 at times, is absolutely incredible. But there has been a big question around Jeremy Doku over the last couple of years, and it's been, well, it's great that he can beat a man. It's great that he can beat maybe even 2 or 3 players, but what can he do when he gets that space? And that has been something that has been a genuine question that a lot of people have asked at times. And I believe now we are starting to witness Jeremy Doku making the right decision in the final third. And I think this is absolutely immense. And we're starting to see a Jeremy Doku that I've never seen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been excited by him, you know, dribbling around players and making things happen at times. And I do think towards the back end of last season as well, he was really exciting and you could see the progress. But I've never seen a Jeremy Doku this confident, this decisive in the final third, making the difference in big games. And that is exactly what Jeremy Doku has been doing at the beginning of this season. And the way people talked about him, I always felt was a little bit disrespectful. Obviously, there's that little joke online about him not being able to beat a fullback under the age of 30 and stuff like that, even though he just absolutely rinsed Jury and Timber for full 90 minutes, or not full 90 minutes, but you know what I mean. But ultimately, there has been a lot of criticism laid at Jeremy Doku. Some of it justifiable, some of it going way too far. People have said he's not very good. People have been saying that he's the next Adama Traore. I don't agree with that. I've never agreed with that. And I'm so happy that Jeremy Doku is proving all of those people wrong right now, because I think people forget how young he is. He's 23 years of age. Like, he has so much improving even from this point right now that he can do. You know, we're nowhere near his prime yet. You know, we're going to see his prime in the next couple of years, and potentially even, you know, we're going to see it starting this season. I'm seeing a different Jeremy Doku. As I said, more decisive in the final third. You look at that assist even that he got against got against Burnley on the weekend, where he drops his shoulder, finds that yard of space, and then sees the pass on the inside for Erling Haaland, and he just guides it through straight to Haaland, right? I'm seeing that more from Jeremy Doku, where it's when that moment opens up for him to play the pass, to make that decision, he makes it, and he makes it without hesitation. And that is what has been missing from Jeremy Doku's game for so long. Another thing as well that I've noticed with Jeremy Doku is that he's starting to take up a few different positions on the football pitch. And I think that this is something that maybe Pep Guardiola has spoken with him, because I've seen this season him taking a lot more central positions on the football pitch. You know, previously he'd be playing as that wide left player. He would receive the ball really wide and then he would beat his fullback or whatever, try and get the ball into the box. I'm seeing him pick up spaces in the middle of the lines where Phil Foden you would expect to pick up the ball. I'm seeing him pick the ball up in those type of areas. And because he's got so much explosive pace, because he's got those feet that can just move away from you in a split second, people don't know what to do when they're running, when he's running at them full pace. You look at the Manchester United game. When Jeremy Doku receives the ball in that half space and he gets on the turn and runs at Luke Shaw, Luke Shaw is terrified because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know which way Jeremy Doku's going to go. And if he goes past him, he's gone. That you're not catching Jeremy Doku. And we saw it in the Manchester United game. We saw it in the Arsenal game as well. We even saw it in the Napoli game. He was outstanding. And we've seen it on the weekend against Burnley as well. And that has given me so much hope for what we could be seeing from Jeremy Doku for the rest of the season. And I know that there's some people out there that are going to look at the statistics and be like, well, Doku's statistics aren't that impressive. You don't need statistics to see what I'm seeing from Jeremy Doku at the moment for Man City. And I think every Man City fan has been really surprised by what they've seen by Jeremy Doku, because the level up we've seen is staggering. I mean, don't get me wrong. As I said, he improved towards the back end of last season. He was making the better decisions in the final moments a lot more. But the jump up, what we've seen from last season to this, in the consistency of those performances, has been absolutely outstanding. And, you know, anyone who's watching this video right now or has been thinking about Jeremy Doku and thinks, well, you know, he needs to show more consistency, I absolutely agree with you. But I feel like we need to give him his respect, give him his flowers right now, because we are seeing him operate on a truly world-class level. And I'm not saying he's world-class. He still has a lot to prove. He absolutely has the potential to be world-class, though. And we are, as I said, seeing world-class performances from Jeremy Doku at the moment. And look, I agree. I agree that he needs to prove this on a consistent level now. We have been seeing in the last few games that level from Jeremy Doku, and it can't slip. And I'm really hopeful that this won't slip, because it's 4 games in a row. And I don't think we've seen 4 games in a row like this from Jeremy Doku before. We've seen games where Jeremy Doku turns up for, 30 minutes and is absolutely unplayable. We've seen a full 90 minutes of Jeremy Doku being outstanding. We've seen maybe back-to-back games, but we've never seen a full run of 4 games in a row against consistently good opposition, bar obviously Burnley, and those type of performances. Because he has been the big difference maker ever since we got back from the international break, coming off the back of those 2 losses. Manchester United, 2 assists. He was the one that took the ball by its horns in that game, went past Luke Shaw, got the ball in the box for Foden, and then obviously slipped in Haaland for the second as well. In the Napoli goal, he got a game and he was dangerous all night long. In the Arsenal game, he didn't score or assist, but again, he was dangerous all game long, and he was our outlet on the transition in terms of carrying the ball, being a threat to Arsenal. And then in the Burnley game, again, really, really dangerous. Obviously, he gets the assist in the 90th minute for Haaland, but all game long, he was the one that was continuing to run at Kyle Walker, to run at that Burnley defence, and really ask questions of them, and they really struggled to defend him. And this is the thing, it's 1v1 versus Jeremy Doku. I don't think there's a fullback in the world that can handle him. I really don't, because he has that change of direction, that little burst of pace that no defender can live with. And that's why you need to double up on Jeremy Doku. But once you double up on him, it means that you've created space for another player. And that is the beauty of having someone like Jeremy Doku, is he opens up space for other players. And even if he's not getting the statistics, he's the one that can beat someone, open up a little bit of space, and then slip in another player to maybe get the assist. And I've been really, really excited from what I've seen in the last few games from Jeremy Doku. I would say him and Haaland have been the 2 best performers, and Doku has really gotten me off my feet. I mean, I am so excited by what I'm seeing by him right now. And I just wanted to hop on and make a video because I genuinely believe that Omar Marmoush has a task on his hands to get back in this Manchester City side once he comes back from injury, because of how good Jeremy Doku has been. And I'm really, really excited to hopefully see him continue on this form. Hopefully this is a consistent thing that we can see. But I want to give Jeremy Doku his praise, because there has been so much disrespect, so much hate that's been put on his name. And he's only 23. He's so young. He's got so much potential. And as I said, he has that superstar potential, that world-class potential to go on and be one of the best wingers, not only just in the Premier League, but in world football. So yeah, Jeremy Doku's been so exciting over the last few games. I've been really, really impressed from what I've seen. Hopefully this can be consistent from Jeremy Doku, but I don't think we've witnessed this level of consistency from him before. So 4 really, really good games. I've been so excited from watching him. I can't wait for the Monaco game on Wednesday night. I'm sure he'll be starting in that game as well. So hopefully we can also see a similar level of performance. But yeah, Jeremy Doku has been absolutely outstanding for Manchester City at the beginning of this season.